welcome to the ZJ International Product Information Call. My name is David Moses, independent distributor, speaking to you from my home office here in Toronto, Canada. I'd like to extend a special welcome to all of our team members from around the world here in ZJ International, and as always, a special and warm welcome to all of our guests listening to the call for the first time. This particular call that we do each and every Wednesday is primarily focused on all of the products of ZJ International, and of course the foundation of all of the products, that being Moringa, the botanical that is infused into our entire product line. And so tonight you will find out why ZJ International is amongst the fastest growing companies in direct sales, why thousands of people have been attracted to ZJ, both from a business standpoint, but also from a product standpoint, which of course is the foundation of our success. Tonight we have one of our independent distributors, Dr. Howard Fisher, author of the book Moringa, Magic, Myth, or Miracle, a book that articulates all of the extraordinary benefits of Moringa, what makes it special, what makes it unique, and also I might add that Dr. Fisher is also one of our successful distributors. Recently became Diamond, on his way to Double Diamond, and I've known Howard a long time. It's the first time in over 2 decades of knowing Howard where he's actually come on board with a company rather than just lecture and or write a book for a particular product, and you'll find out why. If you're new on the line tonight, it's always important to put a little bit of context and share with you just a snapshot of our company and how we came about. This company, ZJ International, was born as a result of a documentary that aired on the Discovery Channel. This documentary a few years ago featured the botanical we know as Moringa oleifera, the tree or the plant, if you will, that grows, that has some really spectacular nutritional properties that no other botanical on earth has. That documentary got into the hands of the founder of our company, Ken Brailsford, and when he saw those unique benefits, he felt compelled to bring it to the marketplace, and ZJ was born as a result of that. When you know of Ken's background, the fact that he co-founded Nature Sunshine in 1972, the company that is still in business today, over 40 years later, that is specific to nutritional type products, then it becomes obvious why he immediately saw the benefits of Moringa after viewing that documentary. Now, a lot of people ask the question, so what makes Moringa different? What makes it unique? What makes it special? What sets it apart from all of the nutritional products in the marketplace? As we all know, there are hundreds, maybe we can even say thousands, of different health and nutritional type products, herbal type products. There's many good products. But Moringa is in a class of its own because it is the one tree, the one botanical, that is a source of pretty well everything we need to maintain high-level wellness and vitality, all in high concentrations and easy to absorb, easy for the body to assimilate structures, all in one place, all in a single botanical. Dr. Fisher, always a pleasure. Thanks for being on the call tonight. I know that when I first approached you several years ago, you actually didn't have any intention of being involved with Zija from a distribution standpoint. I had asked you if you would do some research and write a book, and of course that led to you becoming a part of Zija. But maybe you could share a little bit about what you discovered in terms of Moringa, what makes it special, what makes it unique. I know that you've written upwards of 15 or 16 books, all related to health, nutrition, anti-aging, and of course the Moringa books are the latest in all of your writings. Maybe you could share with us that uniqueness, what makes it special.
Well, thanks, David, and it's a pleasure to be here, and thank you once again. I lived in India, and I'd known about horseradish trees for some time, but it was an unknown quantity. There wasn't the research on it at that point in time, and so when I started looking into it because you asked me to, I was somewhat intrigued by what I had found in the literature. Now, literature is one thing. I mean, it's a lot different in a petri dish. When you it does this and it does that, but that's in a petri dish, and it's very difficult to deliver it in situ in the human body. And so we started to look a little more deeply into this, and then I was struck by a number of things. One, there's 58 different varietals, and I don't want to stumble the glass. I don't know the level of research that went into Zija coming up with this precise varietal, the one that was the most potent, but in fact they did, and that means there's 57 others that are less potent. And the one thing I do know is about enzymatic activity, and I know basically that live plants and dead plants are very, very different with how they perform in the human body. And Zija has taken the time to grow the correct varietal, raw, organic, vegan, no pesticides, no fertilizers. It's enzymatically alive because it's hand-picked and shade-dried, and then they send it off to that beautiful facility in Utah, and I know you've been there several times, as have I, and when you see that, you think about the kitchen table, that all you need to have is a relatively clean room, the same as any restaurant, and I've been in a lot of restaurants that have passed, and then, you didn't really want to eat there because they weren't clean. That's all you need to make a nutraceutical, and that's perhaps what some of the other people who make nutraceuticals are. You talked about there being thousands of those wonders, but you go into the Zija plant, and it's beyond belief. It's clean rooms, caps, gowns, rubber gloves, no one's touching anything. Giant mixing machines that go to 2 floors. I mean, here's a company that is bringing you a live plant that's, doing what it's doing, and then you put it into your body. And everybody has results. And I have to be honest, I tried it on a good friend of mine, and when I saw the results on her, I said, here I am trying to save the world, and have been trying to save the world, and slow the clock down to, a clock that was instead of the normal one. And that's what I'm trying to do, is to slow down the physiological clock, but take it away from the physiological clock. And you're delivering to me a plant in this form of Zija that's doing exactly that. So how can I not get involved? Because by speaking about this, I can share this with so many people, and affect so many more lives that it really became, just a matter of fact.
So let's talk about Moringa itself, then we'll move into a couple of our product divisions and how they address many of the challenges that we have today. As you know, there are many supplements and many different nutritional type products, many of which have some great benefits, but there is no other single botanical or plant that has a complete spectrum of everything in efficacious amounts. And maybe you could talk about the profile of moringa, what it has, what makes that special in terms of high level wellness and vitality.
You know what? I actually was talking to a group in Norway yesterday, and the question came up because I make the statement often that you only need moringa to live, and we started getting down to how much moringa would you need to live, and the fact of the matter is, humans are merely expressions of their own protein. Everything you know is an expression of protein, from your DNA, which is just amino acids, to insert sequences to your RNA, to every tissue, to your immunoglobulins, to your neurotransmitters, your hormones, to your enzymes. These are all expressions of protein. So what happens when you give your body all the amino acids, protein, when you give your body a usable form of protein, and then you give it the vitamins, and then you give it the minerals, and vitamins don't work without minerals. You're giving it the minerals, giving it the vitamins, you're giving it the raw materials you can eat, omega-3, omega-6, omega-9. It's all there. And so your body goes, I need to make this. So physiologically, you've made your body very, very happy. Now, let's go back to the fact that 80% of all chronic disease is caused by chronic inflammation. Well, you're a plant that has 36 natural, bioavailable, enzymatically alive, anti-inflammatory phytonutrients. And you're putting them into your body in a very highly absorbable form, in an aqueous solution. Body loves water. The body is 75% water. So it's a wonderful format for absorption into your body, and you are delivering everything that your body could possibly need. Everything that your body could possibly need in one plant. That's a lot. And I have to draw attention here right now, because people know there's other moringas out there. Now, do you know that these other moringa on the market, that they don't take a buzzsaw or a lawnmower, hack it down, throw it in a dryer, oops, I'm sorry, anything above 104 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 Celsius, denature enzymes, so it's dead. And put it in a bag and call it moringa. Yes, their moringa contains bark, their moringa contains roots. Some of these have properties that we don't want to put into absolutely everybody. So here we have the plant that has it all in available format to give our body the support that it needs. And the expression used to be, give the body what it needs and the body will repair itself. Well, that's not exactly true, because we're not taking environmental factors into consideration. And I know from being in a lecture by Professor Leonard that 85 to 96% of all diseases due to environmental factors. So we know these factors affect your body. So I say give the body what it needs and the body responds to the best of its abilities. Continue to give the body what it needs, and those abilities increase. That's what moringa does.
All right. Well, let's talk about some specifics as it relates to our product line. As you know, Zija has three specific product divisions made up of various product configurations, all based on moringa. We have our weight management system, we have our peak performance system, we have our personal care system. As it relates to weight management, that has been probably the single most effective, high-impact, life-changing configuration of products that's caused Zija to explode across the world and create thousands and thousands of success stories as it relates to people losing weight without going on a diet. Let's quickly talk about why we have the problem as it relates to weight and what makes the Supermix, the Detox T, and the XM Burn so effective in terms of three products that get the job done very, very quickly for people who are looking to lose weight.
Great question. The answer is very easy. Society is stressed. Cortisol causes the body to hold weight. There are so many environmental chemicals, 100,000, that they cause toxic problems for the liver. The liver is the organ that breaks down fat. The average American eats 3,500 calories a day, when women eat 1,800 and men eat about 22 to 2,500, depending on the physical stress loads that they have during the day. So we have a society that's overeating, not exercising enough, filled with toxins and filled with stress. So we seem to have addressed all of those issues with those three products: Supermix, the tea, and the burn. So with Supermix, you're giving your body total nutrition. Total nutrition, not only does it give the body the, as we said, the component materials it needs to make everything physiological, but it also causes the body to decrease cravings. And the cravings are your body crying out for nutrition. So it doesn't know exactly what it is. It doesn't want something, but it doesn't know what it wants. And so you reach for the salted chips, or you reach for the chocolate bar, or it's just a matter of reaching for, because your body, you don't understand your body's language, and you may not know how to go out there and get vitamin B6, or you may not know how to go out there and get a little more arginine. And so by supplying Supermix, a body is doing that. Now, a lot of people, because of their daily routine, need a little help. We talked about burn, and burn is on fire. It's funny that it has that name because people love it. It gives you B vitamins, chromium, a little bit of niacin, and it just enhances your metabolism and allows you to burn off more calories by increasing your basal metabolic rate. The results of that, as you know, David, have just been stellar, and you see them everywhere. People go, oh, it's amazing. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. The foreman of the physiological factories I like to call the liver. The liver is the workhorse of the body. Why is the detox tea a critical component of this? Because if your liver is overworked by the environmental toxins that you're getting, or the toxins in your diet, or the toxins that you have in the air, it's going to say, you know what, I have to store these. And the safest place for the liver to store toxins is in the fat. So it certainly isn't going to break down fat and release more toxins into the body if it's already overwhelmed. So with the detox tea, the miracle tea, what we're able to do is to purge the liver, to detox the liver, which allows your body to say, you know what, okay, I think I can break down some of that fat now. I can deal with a few more toxins. That is why that triumvirate of the Supermix, the burn, and the tea are enough to really stimulate anyone in a weight loss program.
Well, and of course we've seen that with some spectacular stories of success before and after, probably in the thousands now, and most everybody I've met has kept the weight off, and that's without going on a diet. Now, there's a whole other group of people that are much more, of course, athletic, on the go, and we have a product configuration called the Peak Performance System, made up of some energy products, meal replacement, our protein drink, and yes, of course, the Supermix. Maybe you could talk a little bit about that. You've also written a book on that. I believe it's called Peak Performance.
And so is the package. So, I'm a little nervous now. The Olympics are coming up. Last summer Olympics 2012, I'm Canadian. The U.S. team won 29 medals. 29 medals by their athletes who were using the Zija products. So I'm hoping that we've been managing to get it to some of the Canadian athletes because the Olympics are coming up. So let's examine what those athletes go through when they go through any athletic endeavor, and let's address how we deal with that. And yes, their meal replacement isn't really a meal replacement, although you can use it for that. It's actually a very superior protein formula. So let's start off with the energy part. The XM Plus is included in the peak performance package. And the XM Plus is a full load of moringa oleifera in conjunction with betaine, in conjunction with ginseng, in conjunction with garlic, in conjunction with desert tea, in conjunction with green tea, and so it gives you a load of pure nutrition plus natural energy with no clash. So you take that before your athletic endeavor, and in your water bottle, you have your super mix. Why? Well, during the endeavor, you see, if you're going at it hard, and I'm not talking about a walk around the block, if you're going at it hard, like the thousands of professional athletes who are using these products now, what's happening? Well, you're exerting, so you're using up all your muscle glucose. Well, now we're supplying more muscle glucose because that's also available in the moringa. And you're actually stressing to the point where you're causing what they call micro tears, micro traumas, which causes the need to rebuild muscle, and you supply amino acids for that, and inflammation for the tears. Now, papers have shown that soreness is decreased by 40 to 60% by supplying anti-inflammatories during the athletic process. What better way than the 36 natural inflammatories that are in moringa oleifera? Now, we all know that after the event, extraneous use of muscle will cause the need to supply amino acids. So the meal replacement, Prime 90 as it's known as, is actually a 61% anabolic protein that every serving gives you all the protein that is recommended for any athlete to restore the needs, the protein needs of that athletic endeavor. So I know professional hockey players that are going through one hitch in a water bottle every period, and before and after. And there are a number of them on this product. There's a number of professional baseball players on this product. There are a number of football players on this product. I understand that there's a major athletic company that now has Zija products on display at their coaching clinic. So we know that we have something that is very correct here. We know that we have formulations that can actually enhance naturally, no chemicals in any products, no isolates, no extractions, all natural products that enhance athletic performance, and that's it in a nutshell.
We have a couple minutes left, and I also want to cover the personal care line. One of the aspects of Zija, people ask, what are you guys about? Well, we're about inner health, of course, with all of the moringa-based products, and also outer beauty, and that with our personal care line. And of course, the Gen M skincare line is formulated on a foundation of the oil that is extracted from the seed from the actual moringa vegetable. So when that seed is pressed, an oil comes out of it, and that is the basis of the skincare line. Maybe you can just give us a few of the distinctions of what makes the skincare line different than a traditional skincare line that one might buy at a high-end, at a high-end store, one of the name brands, because ours is high-end, but without the typical chemicals that we would find in in one of the name brands.
I think that the fact that we have no additives, no parabens, no phthalates, no chemicals, no cruelty in testing, it's hypoallergenic, and I think the fact that the basic is what they call ben oil or moringa oil, we call it Zija oil, that product in itself is enough. You didn't really even need a skincare line, yet we've gone on to develop it. I'll quickly try and give a little story here how that was discovered, and interesting things happen. The fact of the matter is, they used to squeeze the seeds and use the oil, not for skincare, but they used to use it for fuel in Africa to burn. And an interesting thing happened when they used to throw the seed casings from the oil into the water. Is no one would get sick the week that they harvested the oil because of its anti-pathogenic abilities in the seeds that the oil was squeezed from. So immediately, this is an antiseptic oil that is the basis of all the skincare products. So we see amazing effects on any kind of skin problems whatsoever. And so healing times are decreased. Stria are decreased. Lines in your face are decreased. And the product line itself, the creams, the night cream, the under the eye serum, are all fabulous. My wife uses this, and she said her skin has never been softer, and she's coming off of those expensive skincare lines. And I think that in itself is a testimony to the fact that we know that the formulation of these products were done in the same facility that did those other lines, except we just had better materials to work with. And I think the fact that we start with the moringa oil, which is the Zija oil, if you haven't, those of you on the line, if you haven't played with this product, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to put this product on your skin and just see what it does. Amazing on cuts, amazing on burns, amazing on any kind of skin irritation. It is a fabulous product, and it's in the cleanser, it's in the skin cream, it's in the night cream, it's in all of them. It is, in fact, an amazing addition to a terrific nutritional line.
Well, wonderful. Dr. Fisher, always a pleasure. Thank you for the 2 books that you put out. Congratulations on your success and that of your team. And for those of you who are very product-centered, you want to find out all about Moringa, you can go to themoringabook.com. The 2 books are available there. If you're new on the line and you have not yet tried the products, by all means, the person that invited you will get you with the products that will best suit your needs. And of course, if you're asking, why Zija? What makes this company one of the fastest growing companies in the world today in direct sales? It's a couple of things. World-class, life-changing products that are a foundation regardless of the business, since 80% of the people in Zija are just customers. And then, of course, when products speak to virtually everybody, and you have a company expanding not just locally, nationally, and internationally, then you can also be on the leading edge of a company that's destined for greatness, a company that's destined to be in the billion, multi-billion-dollar category in terms of direct sales companies. We have a system in place, everything you require to be successful, from training and support, calls like this, as well as events taking place all around the world, including a number of events in Europe coming up in March that I'll be attending, and Dr. Fisher will be attending, as well as in many other parts of the world. So if you're new on the line tonight, do get back to the person who invited you, get your questions answered. They will show you the path and how to come on board, and we will help you every step of the way achieve whatever your dreams, goals, and aspirations are. Dr. Fisher, thank you, sir. Always a pleasure. Continued success. And ladies and gentlemen, the lines are open.
Thanks. Thank you.